Giannis is not going to the Nets. All right? There is no way in hell Giannis is going to the Nets. Who would want to play for a roster this bad? Okay, let's just look at it. Ben Simmons and Cam Thomas. Ben Simmons, who never plays. Cam Thomas is a good player, but he is a trade chip. You're going to have to trade Cam Thomas to get a player like Giannis, because you're not only going to have to give up first-round draft picks, you're going to have to give up something that's going to start on that roster. Dennis Schroeder, Cameron Johnson, Nick Claxton, Zaire Williams, Bogdanovich, Jalen Wilson. I mean, come on. This roster is garbage. It's even worse. It's even worse right now than the Bucks. At least he gets to play with Damian Lillard. What are you, nuts? There's no way Giannis is going to accept a trade over there with the Nets. The only thing that makes sense is the Thunder. Why? Because the Thunder has a significant amount of draft stock. They have players that they can move and trade. There's no question that they do. And they have a roster that can win now. And guess what? The Bucks don't have to see him more than twice a year. Why the hell would they want to see Giannis more than twice a year? It doesn't make sense. So I do not know why Bill Simmons is on his show. And by the way, I respect Bill Simmons because he knows basketball. But boy, oh boy, when he speaks, my ears tingle, all right? The things that come out of this guy's mouth when it comes to certain things about basketball, including the Knicks. He can't stand the Knicks. I can't stand you, okay? You're a Boston Celtic fan. We all know you're a Boston Celtic fan, and you can't stand the New York Knicks. It didn't matter what the Knicks did in the offseason. He couldn't stand it. He didn't like it. And maybe right now he could be right. The Knicks aren't playing good basketball. That's fine. Bill Simmons has been more wrong than right. So to come out here and say that Giannis is a great destination for the Nets, what is he smoking? Whatever he's smoking, please give me some of that. I want to smoke it. I'm so ready to smoke that crap, because that ganja, whatever it is, it's I don't know, it's haze or whatever, Cali, Kush, whatever it is. I'm smoking it with you, Bill, because you're out of your goddamn mind. The only team right now that makes any sense for him, Giannis, as a person, as a player, it's the Thunder. And he took it out of my voice. And by the way, he's probably not watching this show, but guess what? If he is, I got 2 words for you. Suck it, Bill. You know how they call him Dame Time? Mm-hmm. We'll call him Dime Time, because that's what he is. He's not worth a dime. You can have him. Anybody wants that contract. It's a shame what happened to him. But again, Dame was never a winner. Where did he ever win? He was in Portland. He never won. He comes to Milwaukee. He never won. They got a coach fired. They had a coach. They had a great record. They get him fired. They bring in Doc friggin' Rivers. Doc friggin' Rivers. I rest my case. That's how dumb the organization. And by the way, where's Doc? Oh, I'm sorry. They got 2 wins. Doc friggin' Rivers.
So I listened to Bill Simmons, guys. I've listened to him for like 25 years.
I feel bad.
This guy does make up a lot of stuff. But at the same time, he has lots of crazy theories. And one of them was that the Nets would go get this guy because Ben Simmons' contract is simply an expiring contract that can match up with Giannis. OKC cannot match up with Giannis's contract unless they give away some assets. Mm-hmm. And they're not really in a position to do so unless they get an injury exception for Chet, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But, that will be, the determining factor for them. Similarly, the Knicks could either throw Mitch into a deal for him, or Mitch would, they'd have to really get rid of guys, and they don't really have any assets. So he saw the Nets and their unlimited draft picks. Listen to this. They got 4 first-round picks this year, the Nets. They've got one the next year. They got 2 the year after that, 3 the year after that.
I bet you Giannis has a no-trade clause. I bet you Giannis has a no-trade clause.
Well, you say that, but he also is on a team that completely sucks out.
Why would he go to the Nets? Come on. Why would I?
They're better than this. They're way better than this. They wouldn't have to give up any players. Oh, just Ben Simmons' expiring contract and 7 first-round picks.
Come on.
They could do it because who cares about the picks?
Giannis will not be successful with the Brooklyn Nets. Go ask Kevin Durant. Go ask, I don't know, Kyrie Irving. Go ask James Harden. They completely die in Brooklyn. It's just like the Jets.
I don't disagree.
Everybody
I can't wait for it to happen.
They don't.
I hate the Nets. I can't wait for it to happen. But I do think look, Giannis is a transcendent talent, guys. Like he's a top 5 player in the league. There's no question about it. If he ever developed a shot,
So is
an
Kevin
outside shot,
Durant.
he'd
What
be the
happened to
best
him?
player in the league.
So is Kevin Durant,
Well,
right?
look, he's younger. He's like 10 years younger or 8 years younger than
Well,
Durant, right?
hold on. How old is Giannis right now?
He's
So
about to
he's
be
really
30.
young.
He's about to be 30. Kevin Durant, when he went to the Nets, how old was he?
I think it was 31.
He was 31. That I'm telling you, Kevin Durant was a top 2 player when he went to the Brooklyn Nets. What did that do for them?
He's not Durant, but you know, like his skill set is a unique skill set, like especially
Who do they
defensively.
have to play with him? Who wants to go over there and play with Giannis in Brooklyn? Please. James Harden was hanging out in front of the stadium trying to sell playoff tickets because nobody wanted to go and watch him play. So you think that Giannis
plenty
wants to
of
go
good
over there?
restaurants in Williamsburg to go out
Stop.
to eat with the hipsters.
Stop.
They're
And
fantastic
all fucking
in
Jabba's
uptown
restaurants.
Brooklyn.
He's not going there.
Jabba, you ever go out in North Brooklyn, like the Williamsburg area?
I actually filmed a TV show there.
What TV
No
show
kidding.
was that?
Man versus Food.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
Yep.
Look at you, Jabba.
That was a good one.
You're a sensational superstar. Holmgren averaged 16.5 points per game, 7.9 rebounds per game, 2.4 assists per game this season, and was runner-up to Wemby for Rookie of the Year. By the way, I think Chet Holmgren is going to be a better player than Wemby. That's just my opinion, because what Holmgren can do, I think, is one, I think he's going to get bigger, he's going to get stronger, and he's not built the way Wembanyama is. I think Wembanyama is a stilt. This guy still, he's 7'1". He still has the ability to bulk up like Mitchell Robinson. I think he will. So I like Holmgren better. That's just my opinion. As far as this situation with Giannis, this is the best fit. This is the best fit. If they can figure out how contracts will work and how they're going to move picks and this and that, I think Williams and Shai and Giannis, this would be the best team Giannis has ever played for. And you're talking, Giannis is still in the prime of his career. You're going to tell me with Shai and Williams, they don't win back-to-back championships, maybe in 3 in a row. This team is built to win now. They've got a great coaching staff. I think they're absolutely fantastic to watch. And their bench is one of the best in the league when they're 100% healthy. There is no weakness if they bring in Giannis. Their problem going into the season was their size problem inside the paint and rebounding. That's why they brought in Isaiah Hartenstein. But guess what? Isaiah Hartenstein, as much as I love him as a New York Knick, guy can't stay healthy. He cannot stay healthy. So if you bring in Isaiah Hartenstein and you have Giannis, you're going to tell – how are you going to be able to bang against them? This has been their weakness in the playoffs. Who watched OKC? Do we remember what happened to OKC? They couldn't rebound. Shai Alexander could take over games, but guess what? As good as Shai is, he can't do all the rebounding. They weren't getting enough of it. And Holmgren is not really a rebounder. That's not his game. His game is shooting. He's a perimeter shooting type of guy. He can pass. He's a very good passer. He's not a guy that can stand in the paint and be a good defender. He's not really that kind of guy. And no, I'm not saying he can't block. He can't do those things. He can. He's just not. If you're going to ask me who's a better player, who would I want, Giannis or Holmgren? I'm taking Giannis. It's not even an argument. And if they want to win right now, OKC hasn't won. All those great teams, Harden, Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Ibaka. Just think about those 4. They couldn't win. They had to play Miami. They had to play that 3. There was no chance they had a chance of winning. And they had a chance to win, twice in the finals? They couldn't get over the hump. I'm telling you right now, OKC's best chance to win is Giannis. How do I pronounce? Hold on. Antetokounmpo, right? Am I almost? Antetokounmpo. There it is. It flows.
It's actually for
roll off the tongue.
It actually for
Roll
like
off the
more elaborate like last names like that. It's the one you pronounce the best.
There you go.
You've actually done it well for like 3 years with that name.
Well, I'm good.
Well, phonetically, it's spelt the same way it's pronounced.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Jabba, Mr. Lawyer. I mean, I'm not going to define myself with a law specifics, but my thought to pronouncing a name would be Greek freak, because at least it rolls off the tongue.